Hello, my name's Elise with Wandering Hummingbird Massage, and I am in Chicago hanging out with my brother. It's really cool outside. Anyway, and I was looking at one of the massage message boards, and somebody asked, what are some things you guys do when hiring a new therapist that ensures they care and stay reliable? Shows that they are and stay reliable. Examples: probation period, questions during the interview, personality tests, so on and so forth. All right, so personally, what I've been really striving with Wandering Hummingbird is making it so that every piece of the team has the piece that they want, the piece that they thrive on, because some people do well at paperwork, some people do well at one-on-one sales, it all depends on what your niche is. And when I say niche, I'm not talking about like niche client, I'm talking about what is your nest, what is your area of comfortability and like where you excel and what you really enjoy doing. And when you're talking about hiring a massage therapist, well, hopefully they enjoy touching people. They don't really have to enjoy talking to people, but at least enjoy touching people and be excellent at communicating to those clients. So that's one thing that I really look for. I look for excellent communication skills. I know that I insist on having an open and honest communication. So me to the therapist to me. And I want honesty, and I want to ask them questions that reveal the actual truth of themselves. One thing that's really, really highly important is scheduling, because people work better at different times of the day. I don't work well before 11 a.m. So if I ever go to a job and they want to hire me for 6 to 9, I don't work well 6 to 9. So I'm not going to take that job. But that's because I know that my peak time is 11 a.m. to about 1 a.m. in the morning. So that's, I'd say working time 10 p.m. But 11 a.m. to maybe 10 p.m. I know I like to have 2 to 3 hour lunches, but this is something that over time I figured out, this is really perfect, because 2 hour lunches, I can go home, I can cook myself a meal, I can hang out, I can smoke a bowl, do whatever it is that I need to do. And then come back to work and be refreshed and happy and ready to, finish off my day. But what is your dream schedule? This is something that when I new hire employees, this is a question I start with. I'm like, what's your dream schedule? And most of the time they're like, oh, well, whatever you need. And I'm like, no. I want, be honest, like, what is your dream schedule? Like, when is it that you thrive at work and want to work? And I already know what it is that I want. I know that my room is open Tuesday from 1 to 7 and Thursday from like 2 to 9. So I already know what it is I'm looking for. What I need to know is I need to know what they're looking for, so that we can mesh our needs and our wants together. Because as soon as you want and need the same thing, you work together towards a common goal. If you're working together towards a common goal, they're going to be reliable because you guys have the same goal. If you have different goals than that therapist, then they're not going to be reliable, because in your mind, reliability is working towards this goal. And then their mind, their reliability is working towards this goal. And they're two different directions. So you have to figure out where the common ground is. And you need to do this as soon as possible whenever you're interviewing. So, what's your dream schedule? And I write down what their dream schedule is. I might put it in my phone, I might write it on a piece of paper, but I actually physically represent it so they understand that I'm listening. And so I look at their dream goal, and I look at what I have. And if they totally don't mesh, I say, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And I might go through the rest of the interview to try and see if, maybe they are willing to adjust their schedule. But unless I'm offering something to them during their peak time, I'm not going to get the best performance out of them. They're not going to want to stick around long, because ultimately we are kind of drawn towards things that get us to work in our peak time. And as massage therapists, we can work for ourselves. I mean, yes, it's harder. Yes, there's this and that and yonder. But if you get to work at your peak time and you get to work in what you love doing, you're going to follow it. So, my main thing is open and honest communication, Ask about their dream schedule. Most of the time I actually have them do a dream schedule for their whole life. Like, when do you want to wake up in the morning? How much do you want to work out? How much do you want to, at 9 p.m. at night, are you going to, are you having sex with your partner? Like, I like very granular schedules. Now, I don't really want them to talk about their sex life with me, but I do want them to understand that this is supposed to be a very granular level where they can kind of schedule out their dream schedule. Because this is also not just, helping me understand what's going on, but it helps them understand what's going on in their head too. And I really, really push this. It's kind of like dream building. And if you help people build their dreams, they're gonna love working with you because you're helping build their dreams while they're helping you build yours. So I think open communication, dream schedule, talk about it, be open, be honest, and then weekly check-ins. I do a weekly check-in. This is something I learned while being a sales manager, that what gets measured gets improved, and also having a weekly check-in is really important to gauge where somebody's at. Because if you're checking in every week, you'll start to see if they start getting disgruntled. You'll start to see if something starts going wrong. You'll start to feel like, oh, there's something up, and you're not blindsided. And a check-in doesn't have to sit and be, oh, I'm taking you out to lunch, although that's nice. But take them out to tea, or just, give them a phone call on, your day off or their day off. Schedule the time to just check in with them. It can be a 3-minute long conversation. It can be a 30-minute long conversation. But really showing that you care about somebody else will go a long way to keeping them reliable, because if they think of you as just another boss, they don't have to be reliable to just another boss, because they can just get another one. But if they think that you are the best boss they've ever had because you are treating them with the respect and the love and the caring, then, they're going to be like, oh, I'm reliable to them because I love them and I want to work with them and I want to be there and I want to, push through. And if you are a human to them, if you are a kind, respectable individual to them, they will understand that and they will do the same to you, because whenever you give kindness, you get it back. So if you give somebody reliability, you get reliability back. And if you give miskindness, then you'll also get reliability, because they're being reliable to that best boss they've ever had. All right, so that was 3. So it was, I'm going over it one more time. It is open and honest communication, dream building with them, and then weekly check-ins. And that's how I keep my people reliable. And I was a sales manager for a long time, and now I'm a massage manager, and I love my people. And I hope they love me as much as I love and care for them. So, all right, talk to you later. Bye.